It's Emily Mingle. I'm going to be discussing the discussion board for this week. And the questions are: discuss the importance of writing progress or contact notes for clients. Why do we write them? How often do we write them? Who will have access to them? And what are the challenges in writing such notes? Progress notes are very important in the field of social work. With anything that we do, being able to make a progress note for a patient to show, things that are going on in their lives that are leading up to their goals that we are setting for them to help them overcome whatever struggles they are dealing with is very important. Um, I found a good thing on the internet here that talks about progress notes and what exactly they are. And it says here that progress notes are vital to good clinical treatment in social work. Um, they write them very often, so a lot of times counselors and social workers feel as if they're busy work, but they're very important to our field. Carefully documenting the treatment progress can be time consuming, but very worth it in the end because it's important to have these notes in times of need. It's kind of like drawing a map, as it says here, to create the client's journey through the continuum of care. So, whenever we see a patient, we can pull up that last progress note that we had and we can look through it and ask them, how is this going? How are we still working towards this goal? What are the things that you're progressing on, etc.? They're very, very important. Normally with progress notes, we use the SOAP method. This is a screenshot that I took here of the SOAP method. We have subjective, a statement about relevant patient behavior or status; objective, which is a measurable and observable data, which is like a percentage; assessment; interpret the meaning of S and O. So that's pretty much interpreting the subject and the objective of the patient care. And then the plan. And the plan is a very important part of this. This is when we plan the goals and set time frames for the goals to be completed while we're writing this progress note. And then we also ask, what are some challenges in writing such notes? Well, these notes can be difficult to write because they are so tedious and there is so much information that we could put on them, and figuring out what information to put on there and what information to not put on there can be quite tricky. And we as social workers can struggle with that sometimes, but we have to learn the best way to write and what kind of documentation skills we need to be able to write a progress note. Here's another example of a progress note that I found on the internet that I liked. Here we have the person's name. This is kind of just an example of how someone would set it up, and it gives you kind of examples here. So here's 3 or 4 options available for staff using this section of the progress note. So this is new issues that were presented in the progress note today with the client. These are the person's report of progress towards goals and objectives since last session. So we kind of pull everything together in a progress note to really help the client succeed in their goals. And that's all I'm going to be talking about today for the discussion post on progress notes. I hope that you guys got a good understanding of that and to know that they are very important and we should learn a lot more about them. There's a lot of great websites and resources that we can find to help us as social workers write progress notes. Thank you.